What a panic to get going. Oh. Hello there. So to get this live stream going, it's a bit of a mission. We have to, what do we have to do? We have to first get the camera rolling, and sometimes that goes through this box thing just here, and sometimes can be somewhat difficult. But if that's working fine, then because Zwift weirdly doesn't use the computer graphics card, it uses the CPU. It doesn't leave, when it comes to streaming, it doesn't leave much capacity for the computer to do the stream. So what we do to get around that is we run the Zwift on the iPad, which is running out of battery, which we need to charge. So I need some IT support when Chanel hears this. Yeah. So, and sometimes the screen mirror just doesn't want to work either. So we, today it involved 4 restarts of the computer to get it all to work again. But we are here. We set off a little bit late, but we are here. So what are we doing? Same as last week. I've lifted the I need a charger for the iPad as well. Thanks. We're doing same as last week. I've lifted the watts by 10, so things are looking considerably bitier. Had a good ride this morning, 4 hours with Ryan Mullen. Felt good. Had 2 rest days, which doesn't often happen, but we made the most of it. Dropped down to the coast. That's why we missed out on Monday's session, because we're busy sunning ourselves on the beach. Yeah.
Tell anyone about the gelato.
We had an ice cream or 2. Is that charging for this?
Good.
Yeah.
See it?
Yeah. It's working. Does PC have an SSD? I have no idea, Steve M. No idea. All I know is Zwift was rinsing the CPU and not touching the graphics card, and Chanel's Mac has a fairly hefty graphics card in it, so it's a funny old system. Yeah, but we are here. So today's session, for those of you who did it last week, you know what you're in for. Good to see some of you saying that you'll lift the watts a bit. And for those of you who are new to this, you're in for a treat. It's difficult, to say the least. So we start off with 2040s on increasing 4 minutes of it, 3 times 4 minutes of it on decreasing power but increasing time and decreasing rest. Then we'll have a 5-minute cruise and into a bit of a reverse pyramid where power gets lower than higher, duration gets longer than shorter, and rest gets shorter then longer. So yeah, that's where we're at. I got quite a bit of Zwifting coming up. I'm roped into this virtual Tour de France So, wonder if they'll give me a virtual month off afterwards. I can't imagine that's going to happen. So, yeah, we're into it. We're just getting towards the end of this warm-up. Then we'll sit at just a 1 minute decompress from the warm-up, because the end of the warm-up you're leaning on a few watts, you know, leaning on a few watts. Erg mode on if you're asking, fan on, and Russell, no gruppetto today, mate, no gruppetto today. Yeah, it is a bit toasty, isn't it? My fan doesn't seem to be doing much. Which stage is the virtual Tour de France am I doing? I'm doing the first one for sure. And then I think the third and the fourth, and hopefully that's it. But the third and the fourth is going to be difficult because logistically I don't know where I'm going to be, so might but yeah, definitely the first one. Which I've heard is flattish. I wonder if the virtual Champs-Elysees will have the cobbles road feel to it. Maybe, but you can always turn that off. So maybe not. I've been fortunate enough to experience that Champs-Elysees, and it is quite spectacular. I had Peter Sagan. It was the first time I got there to the Champs-Elysees, and Peter Sagan kind of not ruined my experience, but just being Peter Sagan, we rolled round, before you go onto the Champs, you roll round the Louvre, and I was just, you know, taking it all in. I was like, this is something, you know. Made it to the end of the tour. Like, it's hard, one of the hardest things I've ever done. You know, happy with it. We're riding around the Louvre, and all I hear is, "Oh wow, this is amazing," in his like thick Slovakian accent. I was just want to be like, Peter, please, shush, let me have my moment. You might be dressed head to toe in green and have done that a few times now, but this is my own middle moment. But yeah, that was my Champs-Elysees. So almost there on the end of the warm-up, and things get real dicey real quickly. If you're on a road bike, try and do the efforts in the drops. If you're on a TT bike, try and do them in the tri-bars. If you're struggling, go onto the tops and the base bar before you start dialing back the bias. So yeah, but we got less than a minute and then we are off. Obviously Zwift's still giving us a position. Remember to ignore that because this is the elastic band effect is on, and you should be riding. Now you see Robin. It's all well and good, but you got to get your body used to those positions. So sometimes going a lower wattage in the position is only going to help you get those gains out on the road. Right, we're into it. 4 minutes of 2040s at zone 6, which will be bitey. The 40 seconds should be a decent amount of recovery, one would hope. 4 of these. Cadence is completely your choice today. I mean, I'd recommend 90 to 100, but you know, just try and get those numbers out in the tri bars or in the drops if you can. Number 2, getting fully stuck in and sweating already. Alright, that's 3 done. 1 more, and then 8 more, but slightly different. Just Steve, don't jack it in. Turn the yoke mode off and try and get the numbers yourself. Okay, that's the first 4 done. Straight into the next 4. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off with slightly less watts. So, but just marginally, that's still zone 5, so still going to have to lean on it a fair bit. Okay, next one, let's go. Should feel slightly easier, but that extra 10 seconds, that's going to bite. I tend to go now. And done. Right, 3 more of them. We knock it back a little bit more. Definitely feel, what do you feel more, guys? The less rest or the more effort? Or both? It's 2 done. Two done. 2 to go. We are halfway through this first block of work. 6 minutes in. Ten. 2, 1. Yeah. Alright, one more of these. Alright. Stay focused. Stay strong. I'm finding the cumulative effort is creeping up. Right, last 30-second effort now. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. Okay, 40-20s now. Dropping the power a bit more, but dropping the rest and another 10 seconds on. So these, yeah, not going to be any easier. But it's 4 minutes till we're done. So, come on. We're into zone 4, so this is more threshold stuff. Into more sustainable stuff, but a bit of fatigue built up. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's that one done. 3 more. 3 more efforts. It's just 2 minutes of work and a big old rest. Okay, let's go. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Right, 2 more of these. And they're going to be a bit of a fight for me. Okay, let's go. God, that's a short 20 seconds. Ten. Okay, last one. Last one of this and then 5 minutes 20 rest. Twenty seconds. Okay, well done. That's the first lot done. Into zone one now for a bit of rest. We are halfway through the whole session. Who got those stars? And if you don't get this star for this 5 minutes, doesn't matter. All we want is you ready and raring for the next block of work, which is not easy. But yeah, another Tour de France ism from last year. The final lap, obviously things were really hot up on that final lap, final couple of laps really. The Champs-Élysées is bumpy. Really bumpy. Yes, it is. If it was anything but the Champs-Élysées, there would be a lot of unhappy riders on that course. But the fact that it's the Champs-Élysées, it's evening, the skies were clear, the sun was setting over the back of the Arc de Triomphe. It was mental. But that last lap, we were leading out. Marco, Jens, one of those boys, and I generally take it to 1k, 1.5k to go. I can do a long turn, but I struggle to do a fast turn. So took it to there, and we're going through, as you come off of the back straight, swings around to the right. And then you kink right, kink left, 90 degree left, through the tunnel, 90 degree left, kink left, kink right, finish line. So on the kink right, there was probably 2k to go. I had Alexander Kristoff on my right, Caleb Ewan on my left, and I remember feeling as we went into that corner, chain coming off, and I just pedalled lightly through the corner in the hope, and obviously pressed the button to sort of force it up a bit, in the hope that it would jump back on, which it did. I looked left, Caleb was doing the same thing, I looked right, Kristoff was doing the same thing. I was like, crikey, this is you know, this could be race ending for these fellas. Caleb got his back on, and Christoph's chain, I think, ended up coming up on the bottom bracket, and he basically had to stop, and that was game over for him, which, heartfelt for him. Just, hey, a mechanical like that, ruling him out of basically the World Championships for sprinters with 2k to go, and it was, it was what it was, I guess. But anyway, what an experience. For those asking, clip-on aero bars, it's not going to hurt, just make sure they sit upright. Don't slam your elbows together, that takes a bit of work, so nice. Your wide elbows, close hands, you'll, that'll be a comfortable place to start, and you can sort of go from there. But I'd say for these sessions there's no reason not to, and then if you venture out on the road on clip-on tri-bars, just be a little more careful, because the handling is sort of different. This handling's different. Question from Niels, Porsche or Ferrari. Porsche man out of those two. Oh look, there's that banner. God, it's crept up on us quick, hasn't it? And predictions for this weekend's Grand Prix. Mercedes, it has to be. Hey, really has to be. I need to do the shoes a bit more. Rocking the old Bont 0 pluses. Very nice for. Right, here we go. Okay, 550. Didn't get the start for that rest. Just one little lapse of doing shoes up. The live stream is always about 25 seconds behind the Zwift, so just take solace in knowing that you've done the effort and I've still got to do it according to the Zwift screen. Obviously on here it's we are doing it at the same time. So right, 20-second effort next. Pretty bitey. Right. 40-second recovery. Enjoy these. Make the most of them, because they're going to get shorter. They really are going to get a lot shorter. Okay, back in the bars. 5 seconds. 30-second effort now. Trainer difficulty, in erg mode it shouldn't really matter, so it should just be hard. Okay, it's going to get bitey now, quite big efforts, minimal rest. So 40-20 now. Okay, alright, big deep breaths now. Get that recovery in as best you can, because this is going to get not easy now. Not that it was easy before. "50 seconds at threshold." You guys on the machine should be at 15 to go. Right, shortest rest of the day, longest effort. Look at that, gone already. "30 seconds. Well done to those on the stream finishing. Okay, back into it. This one will be hard. 50 seconds, zone 4. Well done. 20 seconds. What are belaying spectacles? Glasses. Tell me. Oh, right. 40 seconds. Zone 4, 5. This is gonna hurt. "30 seconds. "20. One's a little mirrors. Like periscopes. Nah. In the event of a crash, there's a lot of glass around the eye region. Just get good at looking up or not looking at all for closed road races. Right, 30 seconds. Ten. Right, 40 seconds rest now. Time to start enjoying this rest. Yeah, these two, make sure you give it your all, fellas and ladies and gentlemen and ladies. Let's go. One more. 10 seconds. That's it. Alright, big sprint for this. See if you can beat the watts. Then when the yoke catches up, keep them again. Beat them again even. Ten seconds to go. Big push. Right, that's it. That is it. See if you can get these stars on the cooldown. Right, big questions. How's everyone feeling? How many stars you on for? Those that did it last week, was this easier, harder? Have you changed the bias? Did it work? Are you happy with that, how that went? Could you have done a little bit more? Should you have knocked it back early on? Just try and get this warm down done. That's a good shout, John. Being got realistic with the FTP for tonight based on last couple of weeks training. If you're a bit tired, I was the other way. I had 2 rest days, so I raised it by 10 watts. Yeah, Jennifer saying she just upped the bias a little bit. You know, for next time, you've got to push yourself in these. But well done nonetheless. Jonathan saying easier than last week, same FTP bias. Well, guess you need to lift one of those for next time. Mark, how do you make it harder? You either up the bias within the session. You can do that from the companion app or on a computer. It'll be on the left where the session description is, little up and down arrow. If you're on an iPad like I am, you just press the iPad like so, and it's those two little arrows next to the erg mode on or off. So yeah, that was a great session. I'm gonna miss 1 star for doing up my shoes. I'm happy with that. Lifted at 10 watts from last week. So next week, next week's a little disrupted because we're heading back to the UK for a little bit. And
You're kicking him.
I'm pedaling. Hey buddy.
Whee.
Yeah, so I think the Monday session will still happen. Maybe the live stream might be a bit difficult, but one of us will be there. And the Wednesday session, I think I'm doing some sneaky testing that day, so I will unlikely be here. The session will go ahead. It'll be this session again, so well, maybe Chanel will come join you. You know? Maybe Chanel will come join you. Or I'll rope another poor soul into doing these sessions. Poor soul. 300 turnout today, which is great. But yeah, if I have nothing to plug this week. The Katusha competition is over, and the winner will be announced quite soon. I'll be doing the virtual tour on Saturday at sea level, I think, so might actually be competitive for once, which would be something. And then should be back as normal the following week. So keep an eye out on our social media as to whether what's going to be happening. But the session will be here on the Zwift platform, whether we are here or not. So both Monday and Wednesday's Thighs Club training sessions will be here. And hopefully one of us will be here on the ride with you, and if we're lucky, the live stream as well. But that depends on how shoddy the internet we find is back in the UK. So thanks for joining. Well done everyone, that was great. Good stuff, lots of stars, lots of good workouts. See you next time.